to do here, son?
Went to the old
Yeah, I'll take one of those too. I'm
dirty ass bitch.
I'm gonna try to film me actually helping too, so it looks like I do shit. Just take it with you, put it on your VCR, bro, and fucking
Roll that beautiful thing for Hey, what's up guys? This is Adam from xIron Sharpens Iron, the drummer. So Larry and I, we go back quite a few years. Geez, probably over 10 years now or so. I've known the guy, an awesome guy, fun to jam with. We used to play in this band called Infinite Design around here locally. Played a lot of shows, you know, had a lot of fun doing that. And the COVID thing kind of happened and Infinite kind of slowed down and wasn't doing much anymore. And Larry and I just got to talking that he had some ideas for stuff he was doing, so we started jamming, and that's kind of how xIron Sharpens Iron started.
He catches me every time I talk about dicks.
well, I mean, that's like 79% of the time, bro.
A lot of proof out there.
Yeah.
So the recording went pretty smooth. You know, there was obviously some parts that took multiple takes, and you know, depending how you feel for the day, sometimes you got more energy than other days. But overall, I thought it went pretty smooth and pretty fast. Door Productions, I'm at.
Oh shit, sorry, I was sleeping. I'm fucking dying.
He's like, I'm all malnourished.
Alright, ready?
So you just want me to play whatever?
Just play to the track.
Oh, okay. As far as the creative process and the writing, we've always really relied on each other for feedback and parts. You know, in the old days, I used to more just write my drums without people really telling me much. And I'm not saying these guys tell me what to do, but we have like a group effort as far as try this, maybe this would sound good. And so that kind of helps me get outside my zone and try some different things, which is awesome.
That sounded pretty good all the way up to here, bro.
I really like that. Like, the cool thing you're doing is dragging on the verses. Like, you're dancing.
The Weight of Lies, that's the third track. That one's just fun. It's just got that awesome groove and a couple awesome groove parts in it. And just one of those, every time I play it, it's just like, I just have a blast playing that one. But they're all fun in different ways. Some are more energy draining. So that one's more just fun to play.
Good fucking job, dude.
Yeah,
That sounds fucking awesome.
Pretty good take. And overall, all up top and everything's there. There just might be a few laggy kicks, but other than that, it's a pretty solid take, man. I was real happy with everything I did in the
Yeah, all
that all
those
sounded
really
real
fucking
clean.
cool.
Alright, what's next? 5?
6. Fuck 5 for now.
Hey, you ready?
Alright, well, I'm Larry from xIron Sharpens Iron. This was all conceived as like a solo thing that I slowly started pushing shit off onto other people so I could do less work. I was playing another band called Colt Snuffer and the Dead Horsemen, and I was playing lighter music, and then I started writing some heavier riffs and wanting to play like more like black metal and hardcore because I have ADD when it comes to music. I wrote some stuff with Adam actually a long time ago that were on the first album, The Tragedy of Mankind, and we went to Jay to record the thing, and I played every instrument. And after that, we got some good reception from people, and then I realized I didn't really want to do that again because I wanted the instruments to sound better. So I went to Jay and Adam, and we started jamming some new riffs and kind of crafting them. So then it grew a little bit. But yeah, that's how the whole thing started. It was inside my brain, and then it grew into a full band full of friends. Fuck, I guess I don't know. Actually, I think it did stay the same right there.
Well, it's going to be the same as the intro.
Played in a lot of bands and different instruments. I played drums in Colt Snuff from the Dead Horsemen. I played guitar in this, and then a lot of the main vocals. I sang in Infinite Design. I played guitar for Infinite Design and keyboards at one point. But I do love jamming drums as well too. So it's different vibes for different bands, but I enjoy them all. All right, we started crafting a lot of these songs almost, I think, 2 years ago. I went and we recorded the first EP with Jay, and then I started getting together with Adam a little bit because I had started writing a little bit of riffs, and then I went to a bonfire at Jay's house, and then I slowly talked him into coming and playing guitar for us, and then use his riffs because they're better than mine. Better, but
Let's see what we got.
we all started jamming and writing songs, and then we just slowly crafted them through time, which we always do. We've been jamming forever, so probably we've all been jamming for over 10 years. So there's just something about after you jam with people for so long, it just comes natural. You're willing to try different things and think outside the box. Our sixth song, No Salvation, we started writing that from Adam's drum beat. That's something we would have never done back in the day. So us three together started writing a lot of these riffs and beats and crafting them. Do you want me to redo it? Like that, just that part?
Yeah. Yeah. So sometimes you just got to tune to the chord, man. It's just the way it goes sometimes. But I want it to sound exactly tight, you know. So
Jeff came in and saved us from our first show and played bass and learned all of it in pretty much 2 weeks. We did one practice and then played a show, and then after that, he recorded all the bass for this upcoming album, The Aftermath of Tragedy, at his studio at Red Obsidian Productions, and then he sent it over to Jay, and then he mixed and mastered it at EDP, and yeah, everything was amazing. Everything was really, really smooth. Everybody's prepared, and yeah, I'm stoked for everybody to hear it.
Alive! To witness your demise, make you feel my sorrow. Let compass roll my pain.
Because all the songs kind of have a different impact when it comes to playing them, and even different for us jamming. I really like playing certain parts of Silence is Violence because it's nice and diminished and kind of reminds me of some old school like metalcore. But No Salvation is probably my favorite because that breakdown on the end just absolutely pummeling. Like when it's just the bass driving over top of the breakdown with some just caveman smashing fucking vocals. I really, really like that part. But they're all really fun to play. I'm really, really stoked for everybody to hear what we recorded. Everybody did such an amazing job coming together, and yeah, it's awesome. So.
I'm Jeff. Play some bass, some guitar, whatever we need for to get the shows going. I've met Larry a long time ago, just playing shows together, different bands, and he asked me to help out, so I jumped in and was wanting to jam with these guys for a long time. So that's what we did. Got this thing moving, and it's a lot of fun. Jay got the guitar tracks laid down, drums laid down, sent all those tracks to me at my studio, Red Obsidian. Slapped out the bass there and go from there. I don't really have a favorite song, but the whole set is just a lot of fun. So I guess most of the time I'm playing guitar, so I think that's why I like playing bass is a lot of fun. Just outside of guitar, something different, but yeah, both are very enjoyable.
What's up, everyone? Jay here. Iron Sharpens Iron. Getting involved with the group, trying to make this a short story would be next to impossible, but I will try to do that. Larry and I go back a long time. Adam and I go back even longer. We played in a band together called Infinite Design. Adam had kind of mentioned this in his interview segment as well. We played in the bands together for a long time. Adam and I, Larry went about his own way, left Infinite Design. We were still jamming with our bass player, Nick, as a three-piece. We went into the studio in 2019. Adam finished his stuff fairly quickly. I finished my stuff like a week after that. And November, I believe, 2019, we started Bass Tracks. In that time, it took, and COVID hit, and all these things happened in life. So there's like this huge hiatus, and Infinite Design kind of just died. And then during that time, Larry had recorded the first Iron Sharpens Iron CD. He did everything here. I helped him produce it along the way. You know, we changed a few things in the studio to make it better, you know, just kind of the producer aspect of it. And then after the whole thing with Infinite Design went down and the record was just on complete hiatus forever, Larry wanted to jam. He kind of spoke to Adam, and then I came over after they had a few ideas, and then I kind of helped them start structuring songs in a different way and just kind of put my touch on it. And at first I was just going to be just a very distant kind of member, and then somehow Larry suckered me into doing all this shit. So I don't know, whatever. But
Hell yeah.
the creative process while writing this record, over the years, you kind of adapt to this thing where back in the day, maybe you started and there was all these egos involved and there would be one guy that leads the pack and all that. And sometimes somebody has to do that. And usually that's me, or the guy that's changing stuff all the time. Usually that's me. But the creative process with us and the writing process anymore is just a real smooth we try everybody's ideas. We see what sounds best collectively. Sometimes things don't make the cutting board, or, you know, they get on the chopping block and they get pushed off. But we all just, at this point, and we've been jamming together for so long, we just kind of take it in stride and, you know, get in the room together and, hey, you got a riff, and we might even come up with something cool. And then after that, it may change the next time we jam, just because we'll keep molding it till it's the best thing possible, and we all kind of contribute to that, you know. it's been really cool to work with Jeff because I've known Jeff for a long time through playing with Infinite Design years ago, and in Rapture even, because that's when I met you, was back then, and in Rapture days when I would like fill in for Adam's old band singing and different things like that. So I've known Jeff for a long time, and obviously respect for him for the longest. So it's kind of cool we've got to all involved in this project and play live. As far as the recording process goes, now that's, it's a lot of work, obviously, because it's kind of on me to do everything. But everything went really smooth. Adam was prepared. The recording process has come like all the creative process as well, because you just refine it more and more and do it better and better over the years, getting tight with the click tracks, being able to punch in and make sure the parts are correct. Obviously there's still always mistakes on the record. There's still woulda, coulda, shouldas, but at some time you put the music out there for what it is. But the process was great. Everything went really smooth, and I'm pretty happy with the outcome until the mastering process. But then I think we kind of got that figured out too. So. Favorite song to play live from the new album? It's really hard because we've molded these songs where each one has its own special part to me. As far as playing live, though, I would say I'm going to have to go with The Deception of Escape. That was the first song we wrote, but there's just something about that song that, like, all the parts, the way they go together, and it has like this cool melodic part in the middle, and it kind of just takes you on a voyage throughout it. I do like that one, but it's a toss-up because Silence is Violence is pretty damn sweet too, just with the chorus and the sludgy crap at the end and everything, so I like that Yeah, recording the record, it's been a fun process. We're playing some shows, we're doing some things with the band, so it's kind of cool to see all the work coming to fruition. We have a good plan, hopefully, to get it released and have some people review it and maybe get some eyes and ears on it. So like, I'm pretty excited about this record coming out. Really excited to work with these guys and trudge through whatever we're working with the COVID situation, trying to play shows, and all of us being in different locations and different plans in life. But at the end of the day, man, it's all just music, and we do it for the love of the music. We never done it for really any other reason. No weird motive behind it other than just having fun and having our camaraderie, like we were talking about it earlier. At the end of the day, it's just about being around four dudes having laughs and having a good time and sharing some memories. I mean, you can't really ask much more than that. The friendships that the music brings and the actual connections. So much love. Peace.
We're stoked for the release, the single on June 17th for Emotion Over Sincerity. Then the music video along with that. And then we got our CD release show on July 1st with our buddies in Hoods and Smash Your Enemies, Arcline, and Cutthroats. And that'll be awesome. It's at Skeletones. And yeah, check out our stuff as we put it out. Follow us on Instagram, since Facebook is dying pretty much. And yeah, keep your eyes peeled. But I do have to say that I'm really, really stroked. Stroked.